everyone, my name is Fei Tang, one of the course designers. Remember, in week 1 of the course, Nora told us if a LinkedIn profile is a story you write about yourself for potential network contacts or employers, then the headline is the title of your story. Well, most of us work backwards. We do a story first, then come up with an abstract, and then we decide on a title. Now that we almost finished week 3, we're supposed to have a well-crafted profile and a profile summary already. It's time to rethink your headline as your personal branding statement. To give people a glimpse about your story, your headline is expected to answer some, if not all, of the following questions. What do you do for a living? Whom do you help? And the so what question. What makes you special? And finally, why should I believe your story? Show me some proof. Basically, your headline should entice me to click through the search results and read the rest of your story. In this case, they're your profile summary and profile itself. If I am a hiring manager who uses LinkedIn to vet candidates, the longer I spend time on your page, the higher is the possibility you will get the job. But I understand, not everyone here is looking for a job. I would like you to take note that there are different headline styles for different objectives. Our course is geared to job seekers, but we have course participants who are not in active job search mode, and they use LinkedIn primarily as a networking tool. If that's the case, totally fine. It's okay to keep the default LinkedIn headline setting, which will show your current job title and your employer. This is probably the most conventional headline. Boring it is, but it's a straightforward and functional way. It offers certain comfort to people who get to know you as so-and-so job title at XYZ company. If you want to take it a step further, you may describe who you are as a professional with some impressive details, such as you work for well-known companies and you have extensive experience. Or you may want to use the headline to highlight the key values that you add to your clients and employers. Like this guy. You may not work for a big name organization, or you may not have years of experience because you're still young, but your headline tells me that your work is super meaningful and important, and you have even won awards for what you do. This will definitely encourage me to read further details in your profile. But if you're not currently employed and are using LinkedIn to assist with your job search, I highly recommend that you use the headline to help brand and market yourself. I don't think you have an option to use the default setting, whatever reason you left your previous job. That should be a page turn and shouldn't become the title of your story. There are 3 options you may consider to construct your headline. The first option, you may describe how you see yourself as a professional with at least one key achievement statement. In our course earlier on, Laura and Glenn taught you how to capture your career achievements. Why don't you pick the most compelling one to put into your headline, like this one? If you are considering changing careers, and you know exactly what you're going for, then you better say it out and out in the headline. For example, if you are trained as an IT programmer, but you're very interested in becoming an e-learning professional, and you are getting more education and job training for that, You may write a headline like, advancing a career as an e-learning professional, so you tell people what you are up to. The third option is for the jobs that you're looking for, which are almost inseparable from certain professional or academic credentials. If that's your case, it may be a good idea to include all these credentials into your headline, and better still, have a mention about your experience. You can list all the important professional designations and credentials you have, but don't use acronyms unless they are very well known. You can even have an alphabet soup behind your name as long as it makes sense to recruiters and prospect employers. Now, if you are an active job seeker, most probably it's a good idea to add a bit marketing flavor to your headline in order to attract more attention. Here are some of the examples that Judy Schreim gathered in LinkedIn. They are bold, creative, and even a bit aggressive, but they caught your attention, didn't they? People don't expect you to show a lot of personality in your resume, but it's somehow expected in your headline and profile summary. I don't know why. These are the elements that make your profile stand out. However, don't overdo it. For certain professions, such as accounting and law, all these frills will not be appreciated. Also, if you're happily employed, don't make your headline too sales-driven. Otherwise, your boss would wonder, what is this guy cooking there? Now this will lead to my final few slides, the common mistakes that people make with their headlines. Pete Lightman has summarized the mistakes very well in one of his LinkedIn blog posts. He named 4 frequently seen mistakes. Number 1, too boring. Well, like I said earlier on, it's hardly a sin if you're not looking for a job and you use the LinkedIn default setting for your headline. Still okay for people who have jobs and are happily employed. The second mistake is about using too much cliches such as social media superstar or strategic visionary. All these say less thing about you. It only makes you sound too cheesy. The third mistake is using these confusing terms or a mumbo jumbo of titles which are unrelated to each other. You are just too confusing for your readers. The fourth one that we've seen a lot with our clients because they're new to Canada. They don't have a job yet, but it doesn't mean they have nothing else to offer other than putting seeking, looking for, between jobs, unemployed. All these terms just make you appear too desperate. I want you to compare these 2 headlines. Take a moment to read it. Are they even describing the same person? Yes, they are. But the green one just give you more positive attitude, just make you feel so much better. Now, in my final slide of the presentation, I'm going to add one more common mistake to this note. That is, your headline doesn't match your story. This happens when you read someone's headline and then the profile, you feel you're reading some plain tabloid articles with sensational headlines. The story you outline in your headline should be substantiated, not sabotaged by your profile. And the style you choose to write your headline should be consistent with the style of your profile summary and your profile as well. And look at the picture, you get my point. I hope you have fun choosing your headline. Don't forget to consult your friends, family, and mentors. If you can come up with 3 to 5 statements and let your people vote on it, I bet you will soon have a great one. Good luck. Goodbye.